You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Chills Bar, Bearsley, sponsors of Port Vale content on Six Towns Radio.
John McCombe, a good result because it keeps the unbeaten record going on Tuesday. You know, a draw was a fair result, I think, on the night because Burton did put Vale under a lot of pressure. Reflecting on it, you know, as you were a player, what did you think?
Yeah, like I said, I think it was a good point. I thought it was a good match. I thought Burton played well and obviously put us under pressure at times. I thought we did well and obviously had some chances ourselves. So over the 90 minutes, I thought a point was a fair result, and obviously away at Burton, I think a point's quite good at the situation that we're in at the moment.
Yeah, Port Vale are not one for the coupons at the moment because, you know, you think, oh, bet on them because they're winning, and then they pop up with a draw. Not many draws this season so far, so, you know, it was an unexpected result, really.
Yeah, obviously I think the results we've had on the away from home have been brilliant this year, and I think to see that obviously people might be slightly disappointed that we only got a draw at Burton just shows how far we've come this season and how well we're playing, because obviously in previous seasons or whatever we'd be pleased with a point, but I think all these points add up towards the end of the season. Obviously seeing Gillingham lose away at Torquay just shows that any away match is a tough game, so obviously we'll take the point and move on to Northampton now. Yeah,
another away game, and hopefully another vocal performance from the fans as well, because, you know, very vocal on Tuesday night.
Yeah, they was brilliant on Tuesday, and they have all season, so hopefully we won't have no off the field issues in his way before the end of the season, and all the fans will stick with us, and we'll try and reach his goal of promotion together.
Yeah, played against a former player you know very well on Tuesday, Tomlinson. A bit of banter from the fans. I think he took it quite well, you know, and I've seen the banter on Twitter and everything like that. Did you have a chat with him after the game?
Yeah, I texted him this morning actually, but yeah, I still speak to him quite a lot, and he's someone who he actually loves the banter, and I know that he was getting a lot of stick the other night, but I think it's something he enjoys, to be honest, and obviously the Vale fans are getting him stick, but I think when he was here, showed he was a good keeper and a good servant to Port Vale, and obviously he's chose to leave now, but that happens in football. But yeah, he does enjoy the banter. Yeah,
and he got an injury on the night, didn't he? I think he had to have an X-ray yesterday.
Yeah, I spoke to him. Yeah, he's gone for an MRI scan on his knee, but like I told him, he's that heavy up top with them chicken legs, he's going to have a bad knee at some point, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Vale are going to be without Clayton on Saturday night through suspension. He picked up 5 yellows now, so you're going to be playing in the middle with somebody else. Has the gaffer hinted who it's going to be?
No, we've done a bit of defending work this morning, but like usual, we always change round, and obviously everyone gets a go, so we all know what we're doing on Saturday. So yeah, there's obviously Joe Davis and Gaz Owen who the gaffer can bring in as well, so 2 lads who've been working hard, obviously without getting much games this year, so whoever the gaffer puts in, I'm sure will be able to do a job down at Northampton on Saturday.
Oh, definitely. And it's not the first player who's been suspended. Obviously Morsey was suspended as well, and it's not through Vale's dirty play, it's just that it is a scrappy league, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I think I had a look the other day, I'm not sure when the 5 yellows stop. I think it used to be December, but I'm sure it said February when I looked the other day.
Yeah.
And from a defender's point of view, not to get 5 bookings before February is probably about 30 matches, so it is quite hard to get all the way there. So there's going to be suspensions, and that's when it gives other people a chance to get in the team and show the manager what they can do.
Yeah, I think you due a goal as well. We always say this every time we speak, and you usually get one. So hopefully that's going to happen. So Northampton on Saturday, you know, they are sitting towards the bottom, but they've got a good manager, a couple of good players, so you got to go in there. You go on any game, haven't you, really? Yeah,
it's going to be a tough match, but yeah, like I said, I'd try and get on the score sheet, and last season I scored against Northampton at home anyway, so hopefully that'll be a good omen to go there and get another one on Saturday.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that, yeah. So that, and then the week after the FA Cup game, do you think Mickey will rest some players, or, you know, with it being the FA Cup, he's got to go out there for the fans and everyone else to put a good performance in by playing the first team?
No, I think the gaffer will just pick the best team that he thinks for that game, and it's going to be a very tough match. I know Forest Green are flying high in the conference, have got a lot of money as well, so it's going to be a very tough game, and similar to ones we've had in the past, obviously against Stevenage, Dartford and Grimsby. I've been here, we've had very tough matches in the FA Cup, so I think that's going to be a tough one, and I know the gaffer and obviously the players as well want to win every game that we're involved in, so we want to go out there and try and get a win and get through to the second round.
Yeah, it'd be nice for a cup run in that cup, because, you know, you get a chance to play Premier League teams a bit further on in the third round. But when you see the first round draw and it's a non-league team, do you think that's a better draw than having a league team?
I'm not sure. We had this conversation the other day. I'm not sure what draw you want to get, really. You obviously prefer to be at home and play in front of your own fans, but don't know if you want a league team or not. And obviously against Forest Green, it's a chance for them to cause an upset, and obviously they're near the top of the conference, so they're going to be a good team. So we know it'll be an hard game, but obviously we'll try and take care of Northampton on Saturday and then worry about that after that.
That's it, one game at a time. Cheers for that, John.
No problem.
We love music. You are locked into Six Towns Radio.